Certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Back to throw here. Try to lay one up deep. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back to throw. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It's a gain of 5 on the play. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Leopard! Leopard! 4 down! 4 down! Alert!
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril. Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down. Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. Again, it's Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard. Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points. And to get a little more cushion. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Gun! 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 All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Vic Beasley in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback taking it in from 11 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They run it again with Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Detroit! Detroit! You got 4. You got 4.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go, go. Right there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
They'll go option to the short side. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Detroit! Detroit!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Set. Green 39. Green 30.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Leopard. Set. 319. 319.
A give. This is Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game.